Ready. Play.
We are here to preview the upcoming final in Guadalajara between Alex Eala and Panna Udvardy. These two, of course, did play each other earlier on this year in Huerash. I was there for that encounter on the clay in Portugal, up close, seeing the dynamic between the two players and seeing how it would pan out. Udvardy won that day. The first set was a close one, a tiebreaker, I believe. Yeah, the first set was a tiebreaker, 7-6. Was a close one, just 4 points for Eala, 7 for Udvardy. The second set was equally close in many respects, 6-4, Panna winning that one in straight sets in the end. But that was on the clay. Here in Guadalajara, it's going to be on the hard court. Some things about Panna. She's a slightly bigger hitter, I would suggest. She's a bit taller than Alex. She has a bigger serve. Probably doesn't move as well as Alex, particularly on the hard court. I do think Alex Eala's movement on the clay is a bit different. And I think Panna, European background coming from Hungary, I think she's okay on the clay. I do think for Panna, though, slightly quicker surfaces tend to work a bit better in her favor. But this is a much more level playing field, in my opinion, playing on a hard court compared to the clay, where I would once again lean towards Panna. Let's have a quick look at the way that these two players got to the final. Alex beating Hartono in the first round, 6-2, 6-2. She then came through a really tough three-setter with Lepchenko. Lepchenko, of course, almost double her age, Alex, but she came through that 6-3 in the third. And of course, that was spread over 2 days and I think 3 hours because of the rain. A 3-hour match, of course, but spread over 2 days. Then Eala's had a couple of more comfortable routine wins. I saw her match against Fossa Huergo. She was, pretty much the better player, although she was down an early double break, but we've heard of that one before. But anyway, Eala emerging the winner there in straight sets before a much more comfortable semi-final, 6-2, 6-3. I always felt, actually, in many ways, that the semi-final was probably going to be, certainly an easier encounter for Alex compared to the previous 2 rounds. Now it's back to the serious stuff. Now it's back to a much more difficult affair on the grandstand arena in Guadalajara with Udvardy. Let's have a quick look at Udvardy's path to the final here. Of course, this would potentially be the first title of 125 or higher of Alex's career, should it materialize. Let's have a look at the run that Panna Udvardy had to the final. Udvardy came through in straight sets against the Mexican Hinojosa Gomez, followed by Batunkova, also in straight sets. Fran Jones was a 3-set affair. That's obviously against the number 4 seed for Panna there in the quarterfinal. And in the semi-final, the Hungarian overcame Kostyareva 6-3, 6-4 to set up this final with Alex Eala. But as I said at the beginning of this stream, I do think that we really cannot pay too much stock or take too much stock from that encounter these two had in Huerash, where I think the conditions just slightly favored Udvardy. In fact, Panna even told me so in an interview before the match, that she was enjoying some of the wet and cold conditions that actually was hitting Portugal at that particular time.
Okay, what are you going to do against Alex Eala?
Good question. I'm going to speak to my coach for sure, but I know she's obviously she had a really good run, so she has a lot of confidence. She's probably playing great. I had a couple of good weeks, so I'm confident if I bring my game, my aggressive game, I can maybe try to win.
Yeah, of course. A lefty, how do you feel about that? And also her game in general?
Well, I've never played against her, so I'm not exactly sure how she's playing. But yeah, lefty, so that's definitely not going to be easy, especially on the returns. But I know she's playing quite aggressive, so I think these conditions will actually help me. Hopefully it's going to be the same tomorrow.
You want cold and damp? And
I think that's better for me. The slower it is, the better for me. Okay. I'm just going to try to play my game. Gonna try to mix it up, high balls, slices, fast balls. So yeah, I'm gonna try my best.
You're going to be playing Udvardy next. Do you know much about her? And tell us what you're thinking ahead of that match.
I've seen her around quite often. I think that's adds to the excitement of the match. but trying to go in with the same mindset as the match before, trying to stick with my shots and trust my tennis.
Where are we at with your game and your preference? Clay, grass, hard? What's your sort of preferred condition?
I prefer hard court. It's the one I grew up in. And I think my game naturally is more suited to that, but I've been, of course, I've been playing on clay for a long time as well. It's true that the clay season is shorter, much shorter than the hard season, but I love clay, and I'm just trying to get it to love me back.
What is it about clay, do you think, for you and your game that makes it maybe a little bit more tricky than hard court, for example?
Well, I grew up on hard court, so it comes more natural to me, and maybe my game is a bit more suited to there, how to move, but not to say that it should change on clay. I don't think in the end it's a court, so of course maybe the bounce is higher, it's affected by the weather, but you can't make it such a big deal. It's nothing to change my whole game over, so I believe that I can do just as well on clay as I can on hard, yeah.
I see Alex winning this one, and I see her doing so in 3 sets. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. Wow, that's point save like that.
Udvardy, 2-0, 7-6, 4, 7-11, 7-6.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.
Ready. Play.
And if you're wondering what this little thing is, well, let me tell you now, whether it be tea, coffee, or merely water, it tastes so much better from a talking tennis mug. And you know what? They can be yours if you wish to purchase one from our website. We've also got bags and stickers and hoodies and notebooks. Mira Andreeva. T-shirts as well, of course, coming in both black and white. And we've got a classic jumper for you as well, and many, many other things for you to purchase for excellent prices so you can look like some of the coolest people on the tour. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.